Okay, I think we're back working, possibly. Let's see if I can get back into the session really quick and see what sort of things we missed. All right, and as we load back in, because that was really random and weird and possibly the worst timing ever for me to drop network connection. But let's get back in here right after this and see what's happening here as we go. So it is going to be John Meister in the lead, Jalajne in P2, P3 Mateusz, P4 Graxen. So Graxen's actually lost places on the restart here. John Meister and Jalajne have moved up. Velocity is back in the back. Baron is into 8th place. So, yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties there, but it wouldn't be a pole position racing stream without some sort of technical difficulty. But now let's just jump right back into the action as we watch Mateusz here. Graxen in 4th place, trying to chase him down. Of course, remember, Graxen is your defending championship leader, so he is trying to move forward. He's currently P3 in the standings. Jalajne is in 2nd, and of course, Mateusz is in 1st place in the championship standings with 69 points. So Graxen really needs to get around Mateusz at least, if not also getting around Jalajne. He needs to try to find his way forward and find places as he can. And continue to push his way forward and push, and you can see he is continuing to just apply pressure as we go. He's very, very smart driver and knows that he needs to just put the pressure in and stay nice and comfortable and consistent as we go. Lap 17 of 36, we are crossing the halfway point now of this race. So 18 laps down, 18 laps to go. And you can see here Kashti Buchik battling and swapping places. It's going to try to open up the door for Baron. Baron's going to try to have a look up the inside. And there is Baron getting the pass done. So Baron now up into 7th. He's going to try to fight his way against Kashti into 6th. Of course, Baron started on pole in this race. So we will see if he is able to make up positions and move forward. Baron just kind of settling in here, doing what he can to try to get this pass done through as we go through the middle sector. And you can see it's just right in the middle of a Williams sandwich. So Williams on either side. Now, we see in turn 1, Mateusz and Jalajne swapping places here. Mateusz with a purple sector 3. So Mateusz finding his way forward. Baron has found his way up into 6th place now, possibly, as he goes around the outside here. If Kashti, they collect each other! And it's into the wall. Yellow flag is out. Baron will pick up a 5-second penalty for a collision with Kashti. I don't know that I agree with that, but it's safety car number 2 now deployed here. Oh my goodness. That was a moment. And safety car number 2 has been deployed here. And Buchik will pick up a drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car, which is very unfortunate. But if you're in chat, I want to hear your opinion. Whose fault was that? And straight into the pits is going to go John Meister. Here comes Mateusz. Jalajne will stay out. Graxen will stay out. Gavron will stay out. Interesting decisions from them. Mateusz goes on to the soft tires. John Meister goes on to the soft tires. Wasserschwein is going to stay out on hards. Velocity is going to stay out on the hard tires. Buchik, Kashti, Maverick, Barthez into the pits. Now, 11 cars are set to finish the race, which means only one driver will not pick up points. And unfortunately, at the moment, seems like that is going to be the Ferrari driver. So, Kashti medium tires, Barthez medium, Maverick medium, Buchik medium, and then softs for Mateusz and John Meister. Everybody else on to the hard tires that they put on under the first safety. So as we go around here under safety car, John Meister and Mateusz are probably in the best position to try to have a win. But, of course, you have fast drivers like Jalajne and Gragson ahead that are on hard tires and can probably defend through, so it's truly anyone's guess. I'm not sure what the best decision is here at the moment. But as we see, they are coming around through. I'm going to presume safety car will be in this time around. And there is the call, safety car in this lap as they come down the backstretch. So that is going to give control of the field to Jalajne, and he will set the pace for the restart of this race. However, John Meister is going to be the one to watch out for, as John Meister is the one on the soft tires. So John Meister and Mateusz are going to be putting a lot of pressure on these front five all the way through to the end. And you can see Jalajne is really, really holding everyone up. He's going to wait very late to go. Gragson's ready to go, but Jalajne is waiting very, very late to go here. And you can see he's still not going. He's still not going. The back of the field are wanting to go, and now Jalajne is going. And you can see it bottlenecked a lot of the field here. And now you can see the advantage those soft tires are giving there. John Meister's already through. Mateusz is already through. You can see they're already starting to put pressure, but Velocity is going to play the teammate game, because here we go around the inside. Is going to be Mateusz. Mateusz now ahead of John Meister, and now Mateusz has his teammate. His teammate's not going to make it difficult for him, but probably will make a challenge for John Meister. And there it is. We can see Velocity putting the block on John Meister as hard as he possibly can. And now also you have the medium tire runner of Buchik just behind, who's trying to put in pressure as well. And there is the big slide from Velocity. Those hard tires, he's asking way too much of them. So now Mateusz and John Meister are going to set up and go for the push for this race win. And now it is going to be Mateusz chasing down Gavron there in P3 as it's Jalajne, Gragson, Gavron. Mateusz, John Meister, your top five here as we go around. Starting lap 23 of 36. You see a little bit of defensive driving here from Jalajne. Jalajne is trying to defend the inside line. Slipstream's out. You can see Gavron getting very defensive here. Pichik picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane here. Mateusz putting pressure on Gavron around the outside there. Gets the pass done before the end of turn 2. And now Mateusz is up into 3rd place, and he is going to continue to push and try to move forward here and look for the race win. John Meister now also getting that pass done on Gavron and is up into 4th place. It's 3rd and 4th are the soft tire runners after just a lap and a half's time. But Mateusz very, very quickly getting onto the back of Grax and Jalajne here and is going to look to pressure these two drivers. They need to keep them behind. They need to work together. But, of course, these are the top 3 in the championship that are all competing for the championship. And for a win here today, they want to keep each other very much in check. And then John Meister wants to go for the glory as well in that Alfa Romeo. He wants the win here. You can see here as we are running through, it's these front 4. It's hard, soft is the tire choices. And you can see that Mateusz on those brand new soft tires is already getting a lot of pace here. Graxen's right on the back of Jalajne. Of course, no DRS yet, so this is all about pace. Graxen's defending the inside. Mateusz wants to go the long way around the outside and try to get Graxen. I think he has the pass done here. And now, can he get Jalajne as well? You can see Jalajne harvesting the energy there. He's dumping the battery. He's doing what he can to defend here on the brakes. He's going to look through. And now Graxen needs to defend off of John Meister as well. Here we go, side-by-side Jalajne and Mateusz. And as we come out of the corner, it is going to be Mateusz in the lead. Jalajne P2, Graxen P3, John Meister P4. So now as they run down here, Graxen in that 3rd place, John Meister in that 4th place. John Meister not having as easy of a time getting around Graxen Jalajne as Mateusz did. You can see that he's just settled in a little bit. He's not completely done the pass here. So Mateusz in the lead on brand new soft tires needs to start pulling a bit of a gap here and needs to get away from 2nd place and 3rd place if he can. Because as soon as those soft tires start to wear out, he's going to have some trouble. You can see here, John Meister already has the pass done on Graxen. Now the straight, with the help of DRS, can he get the pass done on Jalajne as well? And he does. And look at that, Graxen getting wheel to wheel with Jalajne. A little bit of a bump here, but he is able to get... No, he doesn't get the pass done. They're still side by side now. As we go through, you see a little bit of wheel to wheel. Still maybe a little bit of a bump. He's still side by side. And they are not going to let each other go here. And as they do this, this is, of course, letting John Meister and Mateusz ahead get away. So Graxen's now up into P3, and you can see 1.2 seconds already the gap between Graxen and John Meister. They need to find a lot more time. John Meister again coming around. He's defending from Mateusz. Mateusz has a lot of overspeed though and has the help of DRS. John Meister on the outside, Mateusz on the inside, and Mateusz, pretty as you please, just has that clean pass right around with no issues, no questions asked. And you can see is up. Graxen's in 3rd, 4th. Jalajne is in 5th now, as Kashti on the medium tires is going to get through. So as Jalajne comes around, Gavron going through. Again, Jalajne down into 4th place here. Graxen under pressure by Kashti on the medium tires. It is going to be Kashti around into P3 now. So the option to not pit under that last safety car proving very, very not the right decision for their race. As we can see, Graxit continuing to drop back here just a little bit. Kashti needs to try to find some time here to catch up to John Meister, Mateusz. The gap 3 seconds between Mateusz, John Meister, or between Mateusz and John Meister and Kashti. So Kashti has some time to find, but of course Kashti's on medium tires. Those medium tires are going to continue to hold their own a little bit longer than John Meister and Mateusz's tires are. And of course you can see John Meister's trying to put pressure on Mateusz. He wants to get the pass done. He wants to get ahead of him. Again, John Meister coming around the final corner here. We start lap 28 of 36. You can see with the help of DRS, John Meister is going to look up the inside, and he get the pass done, and he does have it done before the corner exit. So John Meister now in the lead, Mateusz now in P2, but now the roles reverse as Mateusz will have DRS. John Meister will not, so it is possible that Mateusz will be able to get a pass done again. You see John Meister just defending very well from Mateusz. And trying to just keep him behind here with the help of DRS. Mateusz is not able to get past here as we go in through the third sector. You see Kashti, it's closed the gap down by almost a second and is right in the mix. Graxit's just trying to tag along a little bit here, as that is really Graxit's hope for getting back up into the lead, as he needs to just stick to the back here of Kashti and let Kashti tow him along. You can see Mateusz not with enough pace to get past John Meister this time by lap 29 of 36 here in round 4. And now John Meister just doing all he can to defend here and doing a very, very good job of just holding Mateusz just behind and staying very nice and relaxed. And you can see John Meister is just running his own race. He knows that for him, it is just a case of making it to the end. He knows that that is going to be the big question. So he's trying to just stay nice and relaxed and hold on as much as he can at the end of the race here. John Meister, Mateusz, top 2 here, both pitted under that last safety car for soft tires, and now have to carry these soft tires to the end. Otherwise, they are giving up so much track. Now we cross the line here. Mateusz has DRS. You can see he thought about a peek up the inside, but not close enough in order to make something happen. So it is still John Meister in the lead here. John Meister has a very, very fast car in clean air. You see John Meister is doing a very, very good job of just staying in the right places to hold Mateusz off and at bay. And meanwhile, behind them, it is, of course, Kashti and Graxit. Graxit trying to find a way to get past Kashti and really just wanting Kashti to kind of tow him forward. But Kashti losing pace to the leaders here, which is surprising considering he's on the medium tires. But he's slowly catching up to John Meister, Mateusz, but he's not getting close enough in order to get a pass done. But he is trying to gain time here. And then, of course, Graxit on those hard tires, if the soft and medium runners really, really lose pace, those hard tires will still be in a decent shape here. 5 laps to go as they cross the line. Now as they cross the line, you can see Gavaron and Delajne swapping positions there. Gavaron now up into 5th place Delajne into 6th place here, and then behind them is Velocity in P7. At the moment, it looks like the only person outside of the points is Buchik, who has a 5-second time penalty. Checking back in with the leaders here up front. Mateusz is still doing a good job of holding John Meister at bay. The gap about half a second between these two, and you can see he's just trying to keep him just a little bit behind, and Mateusz is just trying. He's trying to play the game between conserving his tires and really, really pushing for pace. He's very much there in that middle ground. So, and as we cross the line, it's 4 laps to go. You can see Mateusz going very, very defensive on the slipstream. Trying to break that toe down the main straight as much as he can here, as John Meister is going to try to get past. See, John Meister is just right there in the mix, holding on. And I don't know if anyone else is noticing, but it looks like there's a couple of raindrops starting to fall. So is weather going to play a mix into the tail end of this race? It kind of seems like it might. And yellow flag sector 1, it looks like that is going to be for Wasserschwein spinning. That is going to put Buchik up into the points paying places. Yes, it is starting to lightly rain. You can see a little bit of water on the halo here of John Meister as you ride on board. So that is going to make this race interesting. Lap 33 of 36 as they cross the line. So will it start raining enough that anyone decides they have to pit? Or is everyone going to try to just tough it out on dry compound tires to the end here? You can see Mateusz faking a little bit about a pass or about pitting. Graxen's now past Kashti here, so Graxen's up into P3, but now Graxen on the hard tires is going to be at a pretty significant disadvantage here if it gets a little too slippery, because his hard tires won't have grip like the softs or mediums would. But you can see the little bit of rain starting to come down here. Graxen's back up into 3rd, Kashti's in 4th. We're lap 33 of 36 here, gap 3.5 seconds between this 3rd and 4th place pack to the front 2. See a little bit of a snap there from Graxen of oversteer, but he's able to hold on to things with not a lot of issues that I can see. So Graxen 3.6 seconds to gap, 3.7. He's losing a lot of time for the front 2, but he is of course in 3rd place here. And as the front 2 come around the final corner, they will be starting lap 34 of 36. Will either of them decide that it is worth it to pit, or will they still stay out? You see a little bit of a fake there from Mateusz, like he wants to pit. Diving towards the inside wall, and here we go. John Meister going around the outside. They're side by side as they come through. A little bit of contact there. Mateusz holding on to things and going through. And now yellow flag sector 3. It looks like Maverick is out of the race, so we will only have 10 finishers in this race, which means everyone that finishes will be earning points here. And now for Mateusz and John Meister, they are just trying to pull a gap here on Graxen. They need to go through, and of course John Meister is trying to get that pass done up for P3, and you're starting to see a little bit of spray come from the car, so it is getting very, very tricky out there. Of course, intermediate tires, the only person on intermediates right now is Wasserschwein down in P10. Has he made a very, very good strategy move? Or is it going to cost him? Coming around the final corner here, this will start lap 35 of 36 for our race leaders, but is it too wet to stay out on dry tires? The front 2 say no. Graxen says no. Kashti says no. Delajne says no. Gavron and Velocity say no, but it is very, very wet out there, so this is going to start getting very tricky very quickly. Of course, Mateusz and John Meister on the soft tires may be in a very good position. Braxton's starting to close the gap to these front two. 2.7 seconds the gap now. But you can see the water. You can see the spray coming off of the cars here as we're on lap 35 of 36. It is continuing to get more and more treacherous as the laps go on. And there you go. Now you can't see a dry line. And that, to me, should be the point when we start to see intermediate tires really be best. But are any of the drivers really going to want to box for intermediate tires for a single lap? And DRS is disabled. That is the sign where you should be on intermediates. But only person on intermediates right now is Wasserschwein. And as we can see, Wasserschwein's not gaining time on anyone really. So I don't know what to expect here as we come around. And no, you can see everybody is going to stay out for this final lap. But can everybody keep their cars clean and together and on the track here? As we see the leaders coming through at the moment, and it looks like they all make it through turn one. But you can see everybody is going very, very slow. You see John Meister, the car wiggling underneath him. He needs to find a way to get it past him, but there's no way he can pass in these conditions on dry compound tires. That is a very, very sketchy decision if he chooses to do it. And John Meister is now our first driver to lose traction and spin. See, John Meister was trying to push a little bit and find some time. That is going to actually open up the door for Kashti, possibly even Jalajne to move through. But no, you can see that Jalajne does not move through, and John Meister is very much in the way here. And now they're side by side coming through. This is so sketchy. You can see Jalajne breaking traction as well. And there goes John Meister breaking traction again. And now they go through velocity up into fifth. John Meister's going to drop all the way into sixth here as we go through. Mateusz with a 2.5-second lead. 0.4 seconds now as you see Gragson is continuing to saw down time. Yeah, one more lap, I think he could win, but in either case, Mateusz going to come across the line, and he is going to win round 4 here of the Dutch Grand Prix. Gragson in P2, Kashti's in 3rd, Jalajne 4th, Velocity 5th, John Meister 6th, Gavron 7th, Barthez will come around in P8, Kuchik is in 9th, and then all the way back in 10th place is Wasserschwein. It seems like he's having a lot better of a time than anyone else is, as he is on the intermediate tires.